Okay, in this video we're going to start looking at solving some trigonometric equations. A lot of your equation solving skills that you've learned in Algebra 1, Algebra 2 are going to help you out here, and it's a lot of the same thing. A few things we have to watch out for, and of course a few things that are different, but we'll get to those as we come to them. Let's take a look at this equation. We want to know what values of theta would make this relationship true. In other words, if we substituted some value in for theta, that the sine of that times the tangent of that would equal the sine of that. So simple enough, what we're going to do is we're going to subtract sine theta from both sides. So we end up with something like this. Equal to 0. Okay, simple enough. Now I have common factor here and here. I'm going to factor those out. So sine theta tangent theta minus 1 is equal to 0. Two factors equal 0. That means that one or the other must be 0, so we can use the zero product property. And either the sine of theta is 0 or tangent of theta minus 1 is 0, which this just implies that tangent of theta is equal to 1. So we're going to have one of these two conditions. This is a good time to go back and make some little cautionary remark here. Notice that I didn't simply divide sine out of both sides. I could have divided this side by sine, left tangent theta, this side by sine, it would have become 1, and we would have ended up with tangent of theta equals 1, which leads to a couple solutions. However, this would have disappeared and we would have lost a couple solutions because there's two places where the sine of theta equals 1. Looking back at your unit circle, you know that theta could be 0 degrees, or it could just as well be 180 degrees. In both places, the sine of theta is equal to 0, and those are two valid solutions to our equation. Tangent is equal to 1 at a couple places as well, namely at 45, and at 225. So if we had divided out the sine, we would have lost two of our possible solutions. So you want to try dividing out by a variable whenever you can, just for that reason. The other thing we want to talk about is these are the solutions within a range of 0 to 360. If we wanted to continue on, we certainly would find more and more solutions that would just occur over and over again. There are ways to write those. Do that in another video. So precise for now, we would just say that the values of theta in the interval of 0 to 360, 0 degrees, 180 degrees, 45 and 225. Might be better to swap those two so that they're in order, but those are your solutions.